Martin Shipman's mental health took center stage in his first-degree murder trial today. Shipman's accused of killing 22-year-old Barbara Jean Wilson at her Casper apartment in May. Excuse me.
Shipman's lawyers say he's not guilty by reason of mental
Non-alcoholic drinks to any designated driver.
So if you're going to be driving? I guess we're going to go over a little commercial break and we'll be back.
Yeah, I guess we will go to a commercial and we'll be right back.
Jim Armstrong, News Channel 14.
And the junior high schools now use that team teaching method all over the place. Thank you.
For News Channel 14, this is Joya Doss reporting.
Consultants were brought in color to the interior of the hospital.
Oh, a few animals made Washington Park look like a zoo. That's because there was the 30th annual pet parade. Started around 6 o'clock and wrapped up near the band shell around 7. Owners dressed up their animals and children for the event. Yeah, whatever. A lot of fun.
Yeah.
And guess what animals we ate? Hot dogs. Hot dogs.
Yeah, they also had a barbecue, so it was great. And it still cracks me up to see all those dogs parading.
And Health Administration will investigate the death and says it will file a report within 45 days.
For this process to continue and to be successful.
We really wanted to revisit, as we had the opportunity, that issue, and to make sure that what we had.
Everyone was celebrating. To me, it just was rah rah. Let's forget about the kids that died, and who cares? We'll move on now. Let's forget what happened.
A Russian cosmonaut proves human beings can survive in outer space, and the atomic age has its violent beginnings.
As Mark Leff reports, those are two of the stories making news on this day, this century.
Beginning next January. Cuban says members of Congress have expenses that most other people don't have, like the cost of having to maintain 2 homes. And she says they deserve a cost of living pay raise to keep up with inflation. Under federal law, cost of living pay raises for members of Congress are automatic unless vetoed by both the House and the Senate. And Cuban was among 276 House members who voted for a measure that precluded such a vote. 4 teenagers are facing felony charges this morning because police suspect they were trying to steal 2 canoes from Kmart. It happened at the Kmart on East 2nd Street in Casper around 11:30 Friday night. According to police reports, a customer at the hamburger stand told an employee she saw 4 people running with canoes through the parking lot. Hello, everyone. And the worker called police, and they arrested 2 16-year-old girls and 2 17-year-old girls at the scene. Officers recovered 2 17-foot Coleman canoes. Authorities say 2 of the girls are facing charges of possession of marijuana and alcohol. All 4 face felony charges of grand larceny. We're having some technical difficulties here in a second, and we're going to black for a little bit. I'm going to keep reading this next story, though. Western lawmakers are denouncing the Clinton administration's new interpretation of the 1972 mining law. Along with its allies in Congress, the Interior Department is seeking to tighten restrictions.
To allow Ross University to become
Are you taking pictures of that 20th
cut.
Anniversary of the 2nd Street Bakery?
Are we doing it? We haven't been.
They have a big thing going. Yeah. A lot of people are going there. They're giving cake and drinks free.
Oh, well, hey, we'll have to keep that in mind.
It looks like that'd be nice on the small business.
Well, we'll keep that in mind. We're just having fun.
That blue bonnet goodness really shows.
Maybe you've seen me in my French maid costume, or perhaps you saw me as Playgirl July Centerfold of the Month. You know that I hate people that don't smile. I don't like rainy days, and I'm a really big fan of handcuffs, especially with Jell-O.
Just 65 and over, and those who have permanent kidney failure and people with certain disabilities. So it seems to me that, hospital rates at Campbell County Memorial may rise by as much as 4.5% next year.
3 and 4 and
24 years. Corfield estimates that 1,300 people participated in or were involved in the rodeo this year, not including out-of-town spectators. News Channel 14 will have all the final figures as soon as they are released. Well, we had another beautiful day here, and Patrick Lewis is going to join us now with a little bit of weather.
Well, that's one way to check it out.
I think he's coming up anyway.
I think there it is.
You guys, sometimes you just don't get to see it. That green wall, when this weather is going, generally speaking, these are all computer-generated graphics. The green wall here turns to graphics, and we see the graphics come back up just like magic. Hopefully we'll have them here. There they are, right there. 70.
Oh, I left the telephone. I could have called it. Rhonda, let me use the telephone.
A would-be assassin targets Pope John Paul, and Richard Nixon gets a lesson that's less than friendly in Venezuela.
As Mark Leff reports, those were two of the stories making news this day, this century. If we looked a bit distracted, it's because we had an angry-looking insect coming at us, but it's okay now. Still to come on tonight's Health Beat, the benefits of spiritual.
Governor Geringer recently proposed his plan to reallocate money from a program that loans money to first-time home buyers. As News Channel 14 Joya Das explains, this is a heated topic among realtors and potential homeowners alike.
They sound well.
There will be a public forum in Cheyenne at 2 p.m. on Friday for those who want to voice an opinion on the subject, and we'll try to have that story for you later on. We're going to turn to Patrick now, who's going to show us a look at the weather. We're going to go now to Joya Das's consumer story on the governor's plan to reallocate money for programs that loan money to first-time home buyers. And like we said earlier, there will be a public forum in Cheyenne at 2 p.m. on Friday for those who want to discuss this decision. Well, something's lurking.
Something is lurking.
We'll get it. Here we go. Something's lurking in the Wyoming plains. It's been visited by the British Broadcasting Corporation.
The jobs at home. The new punishment option will begin this fall. And if you were wondering where your neighbors were this afternoon, they were probably up at the Bear Trap Festival, catching up on some bluegrass music.
I think it's wrong.
Good evening, I'm Joya Das.
And I'm Jim Armstrong. Also here tonight, what to do to protect Wyoming's water supply is still a pretty hot topic.
But we begin tonight with a clarification from the governor. Wyoming.
Tonight's trivia question. True or false? The golf balls used in Britain, are they smaller than those used in the United States? The answer is absolutely. The U.S. has 1.68 inches in diameter balls. The British have smaller balls.
Pretty comfortable weather, and those of you like Joy Das who have the day off, enjoy it.
I'm going to the driving range.
Excellent, excellent. All right.
With legend, and Japan acknowledges its World War II defeat.
As Mark Leff explains, those are two of the many stories making news throughout this day, this century. We'll have that for you in just a couple minutes. Before we do, still to come on News Channel, 58-year-old James Lancaster stood for his initial appearance in a Natrona County courtroom this morning. He is accused of killing a 33-year-old man, emergency before it happens, and they hope tonight's health fair will be just the thing to accomplish. Authorities say a body found along the shore of the Seminole Reservoir may belong to a Rawlins man who disappeared on Memorial Day. A 54-year-old Richard Larson disappeared along with his 23-year-old son Ryan after their boat capsized during high winds. Two people operating personal watercraft discovered the body along the shore of Coal Creek Bay.
France exploring the ocean floor, flying aircraft, and turning out a newspaper. And they're just heading to 6 and 7.
Searches has been productive.
A Green River man will stand trial for what police officers there call a judge for the case decided there is not enough evidence to prosecute, and yesterday Harris was bound over to district court. He faced vulnerable to human and commercial development when federal protection for the bird.
Monday morning. Be sure to watch News Channel 14 at 5:30 and 10. Right now, live with Regis and Kathy Lee. Have a good morning. Well, for those of you just waking up, rubbing your eyes, and taking a look outside, it's not too bad out there. No clouds in sight in Casper. They're going to be working their way through the area as we move on through the day. Good morning, everyone. Oh, I suppose you want a nice sunny day outside. Yeah, well, you're in luck because it's on its way. Good morning. 10 tonight. We'll see you then.
See you then.
Good job, Clark.